Today's Kirby of the Day was a very special edition, as I finally decided to make Ducke style requests. He wanted me to make an AO8 map using many different surfaces, and since this was the 8th edition of the season, I thought it would only be fitting for this to be here. But wait, the title of this video said that I went undercover in my own tournament. What about that? Well, I didn't host this week's edition from my house, as I normally do. I was doing a small LAN party with two friends of mine, being Lauri Nintendo aka Fishoffs and Nicholas. Originally I just wanted to host it the same way I usually do, just with them in the background, but we decided to take a different route. Earlier that day Nicholas suggested that I should play for him on his account, and while I was not convinced right away, I later decided that I was down to do it. After all, I have never got to play a Kirby of the Day in 58 editions. Obviously I never participate because I would have an advantage over everyone else by having made all the maps, but especially on this map it would not matter as much as it normally would. Anyways, before we see how I did, I will have to do post commentary for most of the knockout, as Nicholas is not the best of casters.
Wow, Sliders, so gut. Hier, Taranto wird angeguckt, weil der plötzlich so scheiße ist.
Either way, Fisher's got a quick intro for you and then we dive right into the madness.
Hello guys, welcome to new Kirby of the Day. Today we do a prank with Nicholas actually not playing along, but his account is being played by Kirby. So we'll see if people get it. Let's go.
Alright guys, Kirby here with the post commentary. Just a few days after this whole thing took place. It was honestly really fun to actually get to play my first Kirby of the Day, and yes, this is already take 2. I've already decided the first take was not good enough. Yeah, post commentary is very new for me, but I'll survive it. I'll make it somehow. We see currently Sliders in a strong first place. You love to see it. Space Lauch in second, but yeah, you can see this map is one whole different kind of beast. It's really difficult to get through. Once you lose your speed once, you cannot get it back. You're stuck forever with slow speed, trying to somehow skip some of the bumps. Yeah, this is definitely one of the AO8 maps ever. I'm fairly happy with it. I think I did make it too long though, just for rounds. You can see like Sliders is not on a bad round here and he's on 50 seconds. He won the round though, very nice. You can see I'm currently in 4th. I also included some voice clips every now and again of if you could hear something from us or if Nicholas was saying something funny. And we have the reaction to me getting 4th right now as well, coming up.
Wow, Nicholas is so good! Wow, he really improved, that's amazing.
And yeah, you can see Nicholas, the best player, very good, he's improved a lot of the game. Yeah, no, honestly, I'm surprised that people were thinking that Nicholas is honestly good enough to do as well as he might have done today. But yeah, we got Fish and Ducke out in the first round. I was not paying attention to that. But yeah, Ducke going out on his own request. I heard he was pretty annoyed afterwards. I'm not too surprised. I mean, quite frankly, I would have been too. But, you know, obviously I'm not skill issued like that. I did make it through. I will admit, I did have a little bit of practice. It was just a little bit of practice. I did figure out a small strat, but that always, like, often landed me just in palm trees anyways. So, I don't know if it gave me that much of an advantage. And also, yeah, Nicholas was the one responsible of clicking through the players. So he's not really spectating the most interesting POVs at all times. You see H-Bull though, on a good run, honestly. Far ahead of the pack. And Yara actually in second together with Dara. I would love to actually be able to watch that, but Nicholas decided that it wasn't the time to do that. Instead of watching Zoraiki and Sliders, who are currently struggling with 30 seconds left of finish timeout. It's gonna be interesting. Frank and Space Blaze and Sliders also dropping far back.
Space Blaze, was ist der Unterschied zwischen Space Lauch und Space Blaze?
And Nicholas not understanding that there's a difference between Space Lauch and Space Blaze. Which is quite hilarious. We have 15 seconds of timeout left and most people have finished by now. You can see the remaining people stumbling down the hill with 10 seconds left. Definitely in an absolute rush right now. Numa going in, Frank also making it in. What about Sonity? I don't know if he's made it, to be honest. We'll have to see. And it's gonna be Space Blaze and Sonity out. Alright, I usually have a break between rounds, I forgot. This is post commentary, I've already edited everything, so I don't get breaks apparently. You can see me in first place, honestly. I might be the GOAT. But not anymore, because my strat wasn't good. I think Dara honestly had the best strategizing. And as I say that, he did fully mess up. So unlucky for him, I guess. Taranto is sniping first, and we can watch my own POV here. You can actually gather speed at the end because they have like road and like just you have some drivable surfaces at the ending, like right before the checkpoints, like right here where Sliders is right now. so you can gather a little bit of speed and like jump over the like really steep hills. It's honestly a very good strat, and you can see me now actually sniping through because Taranto messed up in first place.
Boah! Ey, warte mal, schreiben die was im Chat?
That was absolutely amazing right there, and Nicholas is obviously not changing POVs because why would he do that? Obviously that would be absolutely boring if we could see what is happening in the game. But what we do see is Yatro is far behind, and this round, let me tell you, this round was really bad because many people were stuck in the back, and I will now skip to the ending of the round as well. Actually, this is not the round that was as bad as I thought. We only had Numa and Yatro out, which was still more than there should have been, I think.
Boah, wieder
if
das
I'm not fully mistaken.
Amazing. Wow.
Amazing.
Oh nein.
And then I crash into the tree. There you can see what my strat was. I just pretty much set up one lane to the left and then tried to go from there. It does work if you dodge the palm trees. If you don't, it's just a struggle from there because you have low speed every time. And you see Dara again running away in first place. He's just goated like that. Either way, Yara in the back struggling. We don't like to see it. And me as well. I'm kind of chilling in the middle of the pack, I would say. Maybe closer to the top. But yeah, just it's rough. You just have to try to avoid as many bumps as possible. And this is Trackmania. If you've played any maps like this, you know how bumpy it can be. And somehow Dara was 20 seconds out of the pack. Like, you can see he's figured out this map before anyone else. He's figured out the map more than I had after building it. So yeah, maybe we maybe we ignore that. Either way, I'm slowly stumbling down the hill. HB also managed to get the finish, and I think at this point Nicholas was confused where everyone was flying at the ending. He does not understand how the super bumpers behind the finish work, which, fair enough, to be honest. If you don't play this game very often, it makes sense. And then we see Zeraiki getting stuck in the tree, and then the unfortunate ending of Sliders here, barely not getting into the finish somehow, and that's Yara, Sliders and Zeraiki out, 3 players out in a round where there was supposed to be only 1 player out. And obviously at this point I was quite happy with my performance, considering I honestly expected to go out first round. Also because like the control settings and everything was a little bit fucked up, but I did manage to pull through at least into the top 6 for now, which I was honestly already happy about. And yeah, I'm surprised people weren't more suspicious of Nicholas doing too well, because Nicholas is, I will be honest, not a very good player at this game. Like, he is far from a good Trackmania player. I would say he's pretty much the same skill as Fish, and Fish went out first round, which is what everyone should have expected of Nicholas, and now somehow he's finding himself in the top 6, and somehow people are not suspicious. I don't know how no one's noticed, to be honest, this whole time, but well, now you know. It wasn't Nicholas driving. To me it seems obvious, but I guess we managed to fool you guys, so we actually managed to pull something off for once. Maybe the prank, as Fish would say, actually worked. And yet Dara winning another round, and Taranto in second. Also Space is still going, which you obviously love to see. Space claiming some more points, but H will obviously also still up there on the points leaderboard, you know. All of these people just getting more and more points, just by participating mainly. We only had like 15 people on today, so yeah. I got lucky here, I got paypalled. Frank went out in 6th place. But yeah, this was the TM news round. Whoever went out in last would not get TM news, and Nicholas is somehow finding himself in the competition. Nicholas, aka me in this case, so yeah. Taranto with an absolutely banger start, look at him go. I didn't even notice this when editing, he was far gone. And you see me already fully died into the trees in the beginning, so I'm just far behind. And it's a rough game from here. Once you're behind like this, you have to like pretty much drive perfectly if you want to catch up. Or you have to pray for mistakes from others, which to be fair, that happens a lot. As you can see, Dara here was slow, but then you see me going on my head. And I was thinking, do I respawn, do I not respawn? I decided to go with the penalty, just turtle down the hill into the checkpoint and then double respawn. Not sure if that was my best idea, I'm not sure if that's the best thing I could have done. But you see everyone else slowly pulling into the finish, Space is going in, H-Bull's going in, Dara's going in, and it looks to be obvious. This truth is, sadly, that I went out in this round. My strat wasn't good enough, I didn't prepare enough, doesn't matter. I was just playing a bit casually. And now I actually casted the rest,
I just went
so
out.
enjoy that.
I played on Nicholas' account. You could definitely tell. Either way, yeah, I failed. I didn't have a great strat. I always ran into the same trees, to be honest. I didn't prepare too much. It was more of a spontaneous idea, all things considered. Let's see who's gonna win. We have top 4 TM news right now being HBull, Tarantu, Space and Dara. Honestly, cool pack. Space could win his first Kirby of the day. It's still on the table. I mean, I usually jinx it, but he can't hear me today, so we're chilling. Yeah. Everyone is floundering though. This is a really tough map. Like, once you lose your speed once, it's like impossible to get it back. And you always have to try to avoid the trees and everything. It's like really, really difficult. HBull, honestly, really good time. Maybe he's even gonna time some people out here, but the back is really close at the moment. We have Space, Tarantu and Dara all floundering, but Space is in the back right now, seeming like I jinxed him. However, Tarantu, I mean... Oh, it is really close. I think Space might have just caught up into second. It's so close right now. Everyone is neck and neck at the moment. It is actually crazy. Tarantu is stumbling. He has more speed than Space though. Is it going to be Space out? Is anyone going to get a better roulette booster? And it's going to be Space out by 200s. Wow, that is so unlucky. Alright, we have a top 3 situation. HBull, Dara and Tarantu. I honestly forgot if anyone has won this season. HBull's definitely won overall, and so has Tarantu. I think Dara is overall a bit of the underdog for all wins, all things considered. But he's looking good on this map, and Tarantu and HBull are deep in the mud. If only that happened when I went out. Now I can complain in my own cup, thank fuck. And Dara is getting screwed over by the wood at the moment. Really high grip you have on that surface, so if you hit it wrong with your wheels, you can lose all your momentum. HBull is turtling though. Wow, this is an absolute flounder fest right now. Everyone is in the mud. I can't even tell who's currently ahead, but it looks like Dara is securing a spot in the finals, and it's gonna be between HBull and Tarantu if it's not already decided here. These guys are so far away, but they have 45 seconds. I turned up the finish timeout. It should be theoretically enough for them to pull through, at least for one of them, obviously. Tarantu not looking good, running into the trees. Did HBull respawn? He did respawn, but it's looking like he has some speed. I don't think it's gonna be enough for HBull though, all things considered. It's looking like Tarantu. Yeah, Tarantu's just gonna claim a spot in the final, and then we'll see who's gonna win. Alright, we've got the final on our hands. Tarantu versus Dara. I'm honestly hoping Dara is gonna win, but you know, I always have my totally unbiased favorites. Tarantu is on a decent start, but he's flipping. Both hit the plastic though, which is really what you want. Tarantu hitting the side of the wall though, which is also wood, which also slowed him down, meaning Dara is gonna get a huge lead from this. And he's honestly still driving well. What about the trees? He avoids them somehow. This guy's gonna win. Lucky AO8 player of the day, it seems. Tarantu is, yeah, like pretty much one full section, one full checkpoint behind Dara at the moment. And he's turtling as well. This looks very much decided. Dara is on the last parts of the downhill, and I think we can very certainly say that Dara's won this one. GG, I don't think he's won this season, or I don't know if he's ever won at all, maybe like once. Definitely deserved, he was honestly quite consistent, and yeah. Alright, any comments from Fish and Nicholas?
Fuck you!
Listen to EFN, please.
Would not recommend, please. If you know what that is, you might as well end yourself. Not just kidding. In-game, in Trackmania is what I'm saying. Either way, I'll take it away with the outro.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this quite unusual edition of Kirby of the Day. I hope my performance was not too disappointing. Make sure to join up next Saturday, 1 hour after Cup of the Day, for the final style request of the season. I am excited for this one. I think it's pretty much the perfect way to finish off this season's theme. I will see you guys with another video next week.